Class, we will learn some integrals of some particular functions. And if the integrand is in the form of f dash x by f of x dx, if the given integrand is a fraction, at first we have to check the denominator is in the form of if it is a f of x, if it is in the numerator, its derivative is present, we can say it is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx. This is a very important formula. If the given integrand is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx, that is equal to log f of x plus c. So to evaluate this integral, take the denominator f of x as the variable t. Then what is the derivative of t? dt is equal to f dash x dx. It presents in the numerator. So the given integrand becomes integral f dash x by fx dx is equal to integral 1 by t, 1 by f of x means 1 by t, and f dash x dx can be written as dt. So you know that integral 1 by x dx is equal to log x. Similarly, integral 1 by t dt is equal to log t. Here what is t? T means log f of x plus c. So we can directly apply in any problem if we find the given integrand is in the form of f dash x by f of x dx, that is equal to log f of x plus c. And also if it is in the form of integral f dash x by root f of x dx is equal to 2 root f of x plus c. Okay, we will do some problems on this method, on this type. Evaluate integral tan x dx. So in the beginning of the chapter, we learned some formulae in integration. But in that list of formulas, we don't have this integral tan x dx. So how do you integrate tan x in this method? So what is integral tan x dx is equal to, we know that tan x can be written as sin x by cos x dx. Put cos x is equal to t. Let us take cos x, the denominator is equal to t. Then what is the derivative of cos x? That is minus sin x dx is equal to dt. Sin x dx can be written as minus dt. So the given integrand becomes integral sin x by cos x dx can be written as minus integral sin x dx is dt and 1 by cos x is 1 by t, minus 1 by t dt, that is minus log t. Here t means minus log cos x. Minus log cos x can be written as log of 1 by cos x. 1 by cos x means secant x. So integral tan x dx is equal to log secant x plus c. So this can be used as a formula. Next, coming to the next problem. Similarly, we will find the formula for integral cot x dx. Here cot x can be written as cos x by sin x. Let us take the function f of x is equal to sin x, denominator. Then what is its derivative? F dash x is equal to derivative of sin x is cos x dx. Then the integrand becomes integral f dash x by f of x dx form, which is equal to log f of x. That is integral cos x by sin x dx is equal to log sin x plus c. So this is also can be used as a formula. Integral cot x dx is equal to log sin x plus c. Next problem. Integral secant x dx. To find the formula for integral secant x dx, here multiply and divide with the numerator and denominator a secant x plus tan x by multiplying the both the denominator and numerator with secant x plus tan x, we will get secant x into secant x plus tan x by secant x plus tan x. Then the numerator becomes secant square x plus secant x into tan x divided by secant x plus tan x. So in this fraction we can observe that this is in the form of f dash x by fx. Let us take fx is equal to the denominator secant x plus tan x. Then what is the derivative of the denominator here? The d by dx of secant x is secant x into tan x plus derivative of tan x is secant square x. So in the numerator we can see this whole function secant square x by plus secant x into tan x. So this is in the form of f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log f of x. It is log secant x plus tan x plus c. Therefore, integral secant x dx is equal to log of secant x plus tan x plus c. Okay, next problem. Number 4. To find the value of integral cosecant x dx. Here also we don't have the formula in the formula list. Now we will find the what is the value of integral cosecant x dx. Now multiply and divide the function with cosecant x minus cot x. That is integral cosecant x into cosecant x minus cot x divided by cosecant x minus cot x dx. By multiplying with cosecant x in the numerator, that becomes cosecant x into cosecant x, that is cosecant square x minus cosecant x into cot x divided by cosecant x minus cot x dx. Check whether it is in the form of f dash x by f of x dx. Now let us take the denominator as cosecant x minus cot x. Now find what is the derivative of cosecant x minus cot x. What is the derivative of cosecant x? That is minus cosecant x into cot x. It is there in the numerator. And what is the derivative of cosecant square x? That is minus cot x minus cot x. Derivative of minus cot x is cosecant square minus cosecant square x, that becomes plus cosecant square x. So that is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x, which is equal to f of x plus c. So that is equal to log of cosecant x minus cot x plus c. Therefore we can say that integral cosecant x dx is equal to log of cosecant x minus cot x. Next problem, fifth problem. Evaluate integral 14x plus 11 by 7x square plus 11x plus 1 dx. If the given integrand is a fraction, at first we have to check for this form, whether it is in the form of f dash x by fx dx. For that, take the denominator as f of x and find its derivative. So put f of x is equal to 7x square plus 11x plus 1. So f dash x, its derivative is 14x plus 11. So in the numerator it is present. So the given integrand is in the form of f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log f of x plus c, that is log of 7x squared plus 11x plus 1 plus c. So this is the answer. Next, sixth problem. Evaluate integral e to the power of x minus e to the power of minus x divided by e to the power of x plus e to the power of minus x dx. We will check whether it is in the form of f dash x by f of x. Put f of x is equal to the denominator e power x plus e power minus x. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides, we will get f dash x is equal to d by dx of e power x is e power x plus dy dx of e power minus x is minus e power minus x. So that is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log f of x, that is log of e power x plus e power minus x plus c. So this is very important problem. Next problem. Seventh one. Evaluate integral 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x dx. So to evaluate this function, write tan x in terms of sin x by cos x. So that becomes integral 1 plus sin x by cos x divided by 1 minus sin x by cos x dx. By taking LCM, we will get integral cos x plus sin x by cos x minus sin x dx. Now check whether it is in the form of integral f dash x by fx dx. Let us take the denominator f of x is equal to cos x minus sin x. Now find the derivative of f of x. That is f dash x is equal to d by dx of cos x is minus sin x minus d by dx of sin x is cos x. By taking minus as common here, minus of cos x plus sin x. So that can be written as integral cos x plus sin x by cos x minus sin x dx is equal to minus f dash x minus into f dash x by f of x dx. That is equal to minus of log f of x plus c. So what is f of x here? Cos x minus sin x minus log of cos x minus sin x plus c is the answer. Next problem. Integral cos 2x by sin x plus cos x whole square dx. So we should use the trigonometric formula. What can be applicable here? That is, here in the denominator we can see that cos x plus sin x whole square. So cos 2x can be written as cos 2a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a. Formula is there. So by writing cos 2x as cos square x minus sin square x by sin x plus cos x whole square dx. So in the numerator, this is in the form of a square minus b square, which can be written as cos x plus sin x into cos x minus sin x divided by sin x plus cos x whole square. Then cos x plus sin x and sin x plus cos x is cancelled. Then we will get integral cos x minus sin x by sin x plus cos x dx. Now check whether it is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx. If we take f of x is equal to the denominator sin x plus cos x, so what is its derivative? Check. So what is d by dx of sin x is cos x, and plus what is d by dx of cos x, that is minus sin x. So cos x minus sin x is there in the numerator. So this is in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log f of x plus c. That is, what is f of x here? That is cos x sin x plus cos x. So therefore log of sin x plus cos x plus c is the answer. Yes, coming to the next problem. Ninth one. Evaluate integral 1 by x into log of log x. So we have three functions here in the denominator, x, log x and log of log x. If we take log of log x as f of x, that is log of log x is equal to f of x, then what is f dash x? Then what is the derivative of log x? That is 1 by log x into d by dx of log x is 1 by x. That is 1 by x log x dx is equal to f dash x. So this is also in the form of integral f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log f of x. So that is equal to log of, here f of x means log of log x plus c is the answer. Yes, now coming to the next type of the problems. If the given integrals of the form integral sine to the power of mx into cos to the power of nx dx, where m and n are positive integers. Here we can see two cases. Case 1 is when m and n are positive integers and one is odd and other is the even number. Then how do you solve the problem? If m is odd, that means power of the sine function is odd, then put cos x is equal to t. That means if n is even, m is odd and n is even, then put the power even function should be taken as t. Put cos x is equal to t. If n is odd, that means if the power of the cos x function is odd, put sin x is equal to t. That is if m is even. So we are taking the function substitution which is having the even power. So third case is when both are odd, m and n are both are odd powers, odd integers. If m is less than n, put cos x is equal to t. That means put that function which is having higher power as t. Now the second case is if both m and n are positive, even integers. To solve such type of problems, use the formula sin square x and cos square x in terms of cos 2x. We know that sin square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2 and cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x by 2. So to evaluate integral sine to the power of mx into cos to the power of nx dx, we have to remember these points. Yes, we will do some problems on this type, integral sine to the power of mx into cos to the power of nx dx. Evaluate integral sine cube x into cos to the power of 4x dx. Here the power of sin x is odd number and power of cos x is even number. One is odd and the other is even. So we should take the function which is having the even power as t. So here cos x is having the even powers. So put t is equal to cos x. We are taking the variable t is equal to cos x. Now differentiating with respect to x, what we will get, dt is equal to d by dx of cos x is minus sin x dx. Now the given integral becomes integral sine cube x into cos to the power of 4x dx is equal to, here we are taking cos x as t and we have sine cube x is also there. So dt can be written as in terms of sin x dx. So sine cube x can be written as sin square x into sin x. So sin square x can be converted into cos square x terms and sin x dx can be written as dt. So that I have split it into sine cube x as sine square x into sine x into cos to the power of 4x dx. So in the next step, we can write sine square x in terms of cos square x, that is 1 minus cos square x into cos to the power of 4x into sine x dx. Now put cos x is equal to t, that is equal to integral 1 minus cos square x means t square into t to the power of 4 into sine x dx is equal to minus dt. So I have kept minus out of the integral, minus of integral 1 minus t square into t to the power of 4 dt minus integral 1 into t to the power of 4 t to the power of 4 minus t square into t to the power of 4, that is t to the power of 6 dt. So by integrating these two terms separately, we will get minus of t to the power of 5 by 5 minus t to the power of 7 by 7 plus c. So finally, write what is t in terms of x, that is equal to t is equal to cos x here. So that is cos x whole to the power of 5 by 5 minus cos x whole to the power of 7 by 7, which can be written as cos to the power of 5x by 5 minus cos to the power of 7x by 7 plus c. So this is the answer. Yes, coming to the next problem. Integral sine to the power of 5 theta into cos cube theta d theta. We can see that the two powers in the integrand are odd numbers, that is 5 and 3. If two powers of a function are odd numbers, then take the function which is having the higher power. So you can take the variable t is equal to sine theta. Sine theta is the substitution. Then differentiate with respect to theta, we'll get dt is equal to cos theta d theta. Therefore, the given integrand becomes integral sine to the power of 5 theta into, here cos cube theta can be written as cos square theta into cos theta d theta. So that we can write cos square theta in terms of sine theta and cos theta d theta value is dt. Then the integral becomes integral sine to the power of 5 theta into cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sine square theta into cos theta d theta. Now put sine theta is equal to t. Then that is equal to integral t to the power of 5 into 1 minus sine square theta means t square into dt. That is equal to integral t to the power of 5 into 1 t to the power of 5 minus t to the power of 5 into t square t to the power of 7 dt. Now by integrating each term separately, integral t to the power of 5 dt is t to the power of 6 by 6 minus integral t to the power of 7 dt is t to the power of 8 by 8. That is equal to, now put what is t here. T is equal to sine theta. Sine theta whole to the power of 6 by 6 minus sine theta whole to the power of 8 by 8 plus c, that can be written as sine to the power of 6 theta by 6 minus sine to the power of 8 theta by 8 plus c. Next, coming to the next problem, 12th one. Integral sine cube theta into cos cube theta d theta. So this is also in the form of integral sine to the power of m theta into cos to the power of n theta d theta. Here m and n are equal and they are having odd powers 3. We can take any one of the function as t. We can take sine theta or cos theta as t. So now here I am taking as t is equal to sine theta function. Now differentiating with respect to t, we'll get dt is equal to cos theta d theta. Now the integrand becomes integral sine cube theta into cos cube theta d theta can be written as integral sine cube theta into cos cube theta can be written as cos square theta into cos theta d theta. So that integral sine cube theta into cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sine square theta into cos theta d theta. Now put sine theta is equal to t. Then the integrand becomes integral t cube into 1 minus sine square theta is t square, cos theta d theta can be written as dt. That is integral t cube into 1 t cube minus t cube into t square t to the power of 5 dt. Now integrating separately we will get integral t cube dt is t to the power of 4 by 4 minus integral t to the power of 5 dt is t to the power of 6 by 6. Now by substituting t is equal to sine theta, that is equal to sine theta whole to the power of 4 by 4 minus sine theta whole to the power of 6 by 6. That can be written as sine to the power of 4 theta by 4 minus sine to the power of 6 theta by 6 plus c is the answer. Next problem. Integral cos to the power of 11x into sine cube x dx. So this is in the form of integral sine to the power of mx into cos to the power of nx dx. By observing this, we have two powers are odd powers and 11 and 3. So we can take the function which is having the highest power as t. So that is cos x is having the power 11. So by substituting cos x is equal to t, then differentiating with respect to x on both sides, dt is equal to minus sin x dx. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x dx. So that is equal to integral cos to the power of 11x into sin cube x dx can be written as integral cos to the power of 11x into sin cube x can be written as sin square x into sin x dx. The next step, integral cos to the power of 11x into sin square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x into sin x dx. Now by substituting cos x is equal to t, that becomes integral t to the power of 11 into 1 minus t square into sin x dx is equal to minus dt. So by keeping minus out of the integral, that becomes minus of t to the integral t to the power of 11 into 1 minus t square dt. Now by multiplying with t to the power of 11, we'll get minus of integral t to the power of 11 minus t cube dt. By integrating each term separately, what we'll get integral t to the power of 11 dt is t to the power of 12 by 12 minus integral t cube dt is t to the power of 4 by 4. So by multiplying with minus, we'll get t to the power of 4 by 4 minus t to the power of 12 by 12. So finally, put what is t? T is equal to cos x. So that is cos x whole to the power of 4 by 4 minus cos x whole to the power of 12 by 12, which can be written as cos to the power of 4x by 4 minus cos to the power of 12x by 12 plus c. Next problem. Number 14. If the given integrand is in the form of tan to the power of mx into secant to the power of nx dx, we know that one is the function and one is the derivative in these two functions, tan x and secant square x. So the function is tan x, then the derivative of tan x is secant square x dx. So by using that, as every time we should substitute the function as t is equal to tan x only, then from that secant square x dx is equal to dt. So here by substituting tan x is equal to t, by differentiating with respect to x, what we will get here, secant square x dx is equal to dt. So that becomes integral tan to the power of 5x into secant square x dx can be written as integral t to the power of 5 into secant square x dx can be written as dt. That is equal to integral t to the power of 5 dt is equal to t to the power of 6 by 6, that is equal to tan x whole to the power of 6 by 6 plus c, which is equal to tan to the power of 6x by 6 plus c. So this is the answer. Next problem. Integral tan to the power of 11 theta into secant to the power of 4 theta d theta. This is in the form of integral tan to the power of m theta into secant to the power of n theta d theta. Here put t is equal to tan theta. Tan and secant functions are there. If tan and secant theta functions are there, put tan theta is equal to t and then secant square theta d theta is equal to dt. So that becomes integral tan to the power of 11 theta into secant to the power of 4 theta can be written as secant square theta into secant square theta d theta. So that secant square theta d theta can be written as dt, and we can convert secant square theta in terms of tan square theta. So that becomes integral tan to the power of 11 theta into secant square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta into secant square theta d theta. So that is by substituting tan theta is equal to t integral t to the power of 11 into 1 plus tan square theta is equal to t square, secant square theta d theta is dt. So by multiplying with t to the power of 11, that becomes t to the power of 11 plus t to the power of 13 dt. By integrating each term separately, we will get integral t to the power of 11 dt is t to the power of 12 by 12 plus integral t to the power of 13 dt is t to the power of 14 by 14. That is equal to, by substituting t is equal to tan theta, that becomes tan theta whole to the power of 12 by 12 plus tan theta whole to the power of 14 by 14, which can be written as tan to the power of 12 theta divided by 12 plus tan to the power of 14 theta divided by 14 plus c is the answer. So in this class we learned the form integrals of the form integral f dash x by f of x dx, which is equal to log f of x plus c, which is very useful integration type. And we also discussed the integrals of the form into integral sine to the power of mx into cos to the power of nx dx. If m and n are positive integers and one is odd and one is even number, then by substituting the function which is having even number, we can simplify the problem. If two powers are odd numbers, then we should take the function which is having the higher power as t. Substitute t so that we can simplify the problem. If two powers are odd numbers, then by taking the function which is having higher power as t, we can simplify the problem. If both are even powers, both are having even powers, that is sine square x or cos square x like that, then by taking the cos 2x terms, by writing sine square x as 1 minus cos 2x by 2 and cos square x as 1 plus cos 2x by 2, we can solve the problem. And the last type is integral tan mx into secant to the power of nx dx. If this is in the form of integral, we can solve by substituting tan theta is equal to t, so that the derivative of tan theta is secant square theta d theta, which is equal to dt. By simplifying that, we will get the solution such type of problems.